Thank you so much, Judah. With the College Hall of Famer Renee Washington, I'm Evan Weston here at halftime. It's just so cool to see all these figures come out and support NWSL, but Eli Manning, part of many that have joined Gotham FC. And we were talking about it a little during the game, but on and off the field, this league, this sport, and this club on the come up right now.
You know, I was coming into the NWSL in 2014, back when the league was in just its second season, and I remember what it was like then, and I see what it is now. Huge growth, huge strides made for the league, and as Eli was mentioning, for women's sports as a whole, we're seeing the change, and as a former female athlete myself, I love to see it.
And as Gotham looks to move forward into a new era, big win last week, Eli referenced, but down here at halftime, what were your impressions of that first 45 minutes?
We saw some ups and downs. We saw them get challenged. We saw Gotham respond well in the opening minutes with their movement, and that's what the big key was that helped them to open up the game. Midge Purse, looking at different players, Lynn Williams down the left flank, they created opportunities through their movement. But then after that goal, we saw that kind of fall back, them get a little bit more stagnant, a little bit more frazzled, and now with the halftime break, I'm interested to see how they respond and how they adjust coming into the second half.
All right, we'll show you the halftime highlights here. You mentioned if Gotham had their chances early in this game, it was really pretty even, blow for blow, the first 20 minutes, and Gotham maybe the two best chances of the game.
They had some great looks. This was definitely one of them. That wide shot that we saw from Lewis, just wide of the net. One cleat, no problem. Lynn Williams drives it across the box. You just look at the composure here, not forcing anything, very patient, almost get the own goal there. And then this was a chance that, just beautifully timed, beautiful run, and beautiful finish. Nicely done by Jess Fishlock, gets the goal, the first for the season. And you just look at how this play developed, the timing of it, the runs, the movement, the angles for any mathematicians like myself that enjoyed that component of it as well. And Fishlock comes from the far left, runs across the top of the box, times it, and that's a tough finish when you're not facing the goal.
Jess Fishlock, the first player to score in each of NWSL's 11 seasons, and it's an assist for Rose Lavelle. If you can believe it, she only had one all of last year. That is mind-boggling considering her quality, but she picks up the assist there for Rain. Gotham with work to do. What adjustments are you looking to see for them in the second half?
Well, I like how they were attacking in transition and attacking through the wide flanks. I think that's the biggest thing I would start with. But then also defensively, you want to make sure that you're getting on the correct shoulder of OL Reign. We saw that goal that just happened with Jess Fishlock. You can't give them that space because they're dangerous players. All across their attack, anybody can put the ball in the back of the net, and they've got to figure out defensively how they can stay tighter and deny those opportunities.
All right, still 45 minutes of soccer left to be played at Red Bull Arena. We'll have much more coming up here at halftime. We'll take you around the league when we come back.
I'm very grateful that I'm still here.
That's me and my donor when we went to celebrate our first anniversary.
With a new kidney, I have strength.
They gave me a new lease on life.
I'm still going everywhere and exploring new places.
Nobody thought I was going to be here. Nobody.
And I look forward to getting older with my wife. That's possible now.
We're transforming lives through innovative kidney treatments, living donor programs, and world-renowned care at 2 of New Jersey's premier hospitals.
They gave me my normal life back. It's a blessing.
RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Welcome to the home of Blackjack, with the largest library of blackjack games in the industry. Spanish 21, Live Dealer, Vacation Blackjack, and more. New players can download the DraftKings Casino app, use the promo code, and get a deposit match up to $100 in casino credits.
Section 102, row 10, seat 5. You get the full court and your good side in a selfie. And there's a good chance you'll be seen by everyone. It's also the best spot for corner threes. You need to be here.
What does the future of strength look like? It's a personal trainer that assesses your strength and adds weight as you progress. It's dynamic weight that adjusts for you in real time for a more efficient workout.
Come on!
And it's a roster of coaches that motivates you to get stronger, faster. The future is strength you can feel and results you can see. And you can only experience it on Tonal.
Hey, cancer, heart disease, and the rest of you illnesses. At Hackensack Meridian Health, we are ready. We believe that no matter what's thrown at our patients, we're here to help them overcome it. With hearts that know no limits, the latest innovations and procedures that are changing the world of medicine, and care that's stronger than any illness. So that today and every day, we're ready.
Jess Fishlock in the 31st minute. The difference, her 39th career NWSL goal. OL Reign 1, Gotham FC 0. But we saw this exact score last week at halftime. Gotham came back to win 2-1. Lots more soccer still to be played at Red Bull Arena. Evan Weston, Renee Washington, let's take you around the league a little bit tonight. And when we talk about these new faces all around the league. We were talking in the pre-show, who are we going to feature? And most of them are for Gotham, right? Lynn Williams and Yasmin Ryan and Kelly O'Hara. But when you look around the NWSL, what moves stand out to you as one that jumps off the page?
Yeah, I mean, we saw immediately last week the success that Alyssa Thomas brings into the lineup. Just seeing how she stepped in with Angel City and was able to seamlessly step right in, score a goal, and how she had an immediate impact. I mean, overall, it's hard for players when they're making a transition to find their footing, to gel with their teammates, and to score a goal in general in your first game with the team goes such a long way for just building on for that confidence.
And a key thing this offseason, for the very first time, NWSL had free agency this offseason. When you were coming into the league in its infancy, that was a foreign concept. How important is it for players to have that ability to become free agents, to be able to choose their destination?
Well, the key about that is being able to choose their destination, as you mentioned, because Lynn Williams, in fact, what she was talking about that I saw earlier this week was she didn't even know she was going to be moved, and she didn't even know that was a possibility, but she did know that she had the opportunity to say no. And I think for players, whether through free agency, through trades, to have opportunities to voice where they want to play, who they want to play with, it empowers them, and that's needed for the growth of the game, but also just for players to not feel like it's just a business deal, but it's a bigger deal, and having them involved in that decision is very key for the growth of the league.
Yeah, we saw Gotham out on the free agent market with Kelly O'Hara. Debinha going to Kansas City was a big one. Exciting to see where NWSL free agency goes. And as the league grows, the attendance has just boomed. The numbers last week, and San Diego at 30,000. They increased the overall average attendance for opening weekend by 50%. How exciting is it to see so many people getting into women's soccer? We saw Eli mention just how exciting people are for women's sports right now.
There was a time when I would talk to people about soccer and they'd have no idea anything about soccer. And now they can name teams, they can name players, they can talk about the league, whether on the women's side or the men's side. But for the NWSL specifically, you need to have fans and seats. It's a great product. So many talented players across the field that are coming from different countries, that are representing different international squads. And to see them come together in the NWSL is special. And so now to see that finally get the recognition with a sold-out crowd, it's miraculous, it's well-needed, and it's well-deserved.
And another advancement in NWSL this year is VAR. And this one always invites controversy, whether you have it, whether you don't have it. But what do you make of VAR coming to NWSL? Is this a step forward for the league?
But you know what? Leagues need controversy. Free agency, as we talked about, trades, VAR, it adds an extra element that gets fans involved, gets people talking, gets conversation going, and it allows us to have these debates. You look at that game last week that Gotham wins, that first goal, the penalty kick off of VAR, the goal that's called back against Angel City, VAR, and it just allows people, regardless which side you're on, you may not love it, but you're talking about it, you're engaged in it, and it gets you that much more excited about it.
Yeah, Gotham fans were into it last week. That will turn around.